Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. First of all, before we start this video, I would like to remind people to help us to share the knowledge, and those videos are not meant to be made for me. The more you help me to spread the truth, the more we can do better. And as you see, actually we are not doing too much good. The videos always do good only if there is a name of an actor, or maybe if I put a picture of I don't want to use bad language, but someone like Kardashian, then the video will be very much popular. But because you people are not helping to spread the truth, this is why we end at the end of the day like 1,000 view in the best scenario, and this is really not a good news. I don't want to say my video, I say our videos, because this is made for us. All of us deserve to spread all over, and if we are not reaching millions, it means we are not really doing any good. Today our topic about a Muslim sheikh who is trying to find a reason, and I'm not going to speak much about what he will say now. I'm going to make my comments after he finish. Now, don't think I am against this person in the video. Actually, I wish all the Muslims speak the way he speak. I wish, but this is not the truth. I mean, this person, he don't present really Islam, even though he is wearing the clothes of Islam, the uniform of an imam, making a speech of a Muslim cleric. But this is done in a Western country for a Western reason. Let us say it. It was required to make it this way. I don't believe a word of what he said, and I don't believe that he himself believed in a word of what he said. Sometimes Muslims, they have competition over finding followers. So some of them, they say to themselves, I can find between the Muslims some of them who don't want violence, and I can be a leader for them. Now, how many of those Muslims? You know, if we are talking about Muslims who go to mosque, I assure you they are zero. A Muslim who don't go to the mosque, maybe all of them. A Muslim who don't care really for religion, which means he's born by, you know, by birth he is a Muslim, but he is not really a Muslim. That is a different story. A Muslim, for me, when I say a Muslim, it's not someone his name is Muhammad or someone his name is Ahmad. It is someone who practices Islam and he believes in Islam. Then he is a Muslim. Otherwise, he is not. So we will listen to this person, and we will see really what he is trying to say. The whole point he is trying to make, what is the source of hate? And he's speaking specifically about Muslims. When Muslims, they preach hate and practice hate, so he is saying where we got this from. And it was very weird for me that he is asking those questions, because I am very sure he knows exactly where it's coming from. In the video we will watch together, he claimed some cleric from the past, a cleric from the present, who they are teaching hate, and hate specifically against Christians. But is that really the reason? I found what he said have nothing to do with the truth, and he is not being truthful. And let us see. You know, I wish that he was saying the truth, but not everything you wish come to be true. Let us watch together and see what this person is trying to teach us.
دعونا بصراحة وبلا خداع للنفس أن نعترف أننا نحن المسلمين قنابل موقوتة. لا نعرف، عندما نقول نحن المسلمين ليس كل مسلم، لكن القطاع المتدين قنابل موقوتة، وممكن واحد يبقى عاهر وفجأة يتدين، وأول ما فجأة يتدين أول شيء يعمله قنبلة، يفجر ويقتل. هذا اعتراف. لن نستطيع أن نحسن أنفسنا إلا إذا اعترفنا. لو أنت عندك سرطان ما ينفعش أقول لك عندك إنفلونزا، لازم أقول لك عندك سرطان. سرطان واضح متغلغل. وعايز أقف عند السرطان ده. لما واحد بيجيله سرطان بيبدأ يعملوا بحوث، يقولوا السرطان ده سببه إيه؟ هل هيبقى فيه سرطان ويقولوا إيه؟ جاي من عند الله كده، يعني بيدرسوا. هو طبعا كله من عند الله، كله من عند الله، لكن لا يمنع أن يكون هناك بحوثا لمعرفة الأسباب التي تكمن وراء هذا السرطان. خلينا نقول ونعترف أيضا، هل نحن المسلمين في أغلبيتنا العظمى نكره المسيحيين؟ نعم، هذه الحقيقة. تشوف الأعداد لابد أن تعترف أن هناك كراهية متجذرة في الصدر المسلم. طبعا واحد قاعد يقول ايه؟ يعني هم يا شيخ بيحبونا قوي؟ ده هو رد، ما هم بيكرهونا برضه. يا سيدي ما شأنك بغيرك. افرض ان واحد حرامي، تقول ماني حرام انا الاخر زي الحرامي؟ قال كل الناس يا اخي حرامي. مين بقى اللي وصل للاجيال دي كلها هذا الحجم من الكراهية؟ الحجم، الفكر المتغلغل في الكتب، فكر ابن تيمية، ابن القيم، النووي. هؤلاء أساطين الفكر الذي طبعا في الجيل الجديد بقى ايه؟ بن باز.
Now we will stop here and we will see if what he said is true. You know, I guarantee you before we start that everything the man he said is absolutely false. If we go to the Quran, first of all he said, like imagine our scholars, they forbid the Muslims from saying happy holiday to the Christians. Imagine. I was looking at this guy and I was saying, what's wrong with this guy? You know, this cannot be coming from someone he is wearing the clothes of a Muslim imam. Isn't it your prophet who said, don't even greet Christians with peace when you see them in the street? Just peace, not happy holiday, like hello. Don't say assalamu alaikum. By the way, they can say hello to you because hello for Muslims mean nothing. Alright? But he cannot say to you peace. As you see in front of your eyes, the prophet, he said, don't initiate the Christians and the Jews with salam, and if you meet them, force them to the most narrow alley. In the old days, the sewage used to be open. The dirty water run in the side of the street. So if a Muslim he walk in the street and a Christian is coming either from his side or the opposite direction, the Muslim he is not allowed to say to him Salamu alaikum, because that will grant him peace and security. So what he should do, not only he should not say peace, he should force him to walk in the sewage. And this is scholar, or he claimed to be scholar, he claimed that a Muslim, because of this cleric today, the teaching of the hate of the cleric, they are not allowed to say happy holiday for the Christians. For sure they are not allowed. If just a greeting in the street, they cannot do it. And if they are their duty, and by the way, somebody might say to you, I have a Muslim, he is my neighbor in America, but he is not doing that to me. Well, because he don't live in your country. Just wait until they became majority. Wait until they became 40%, not majority, and then you will see what will happen to you. Not majority, not necessarily. They are in some countries they are less than 5%, and look what they are doing. Just wait until they are 40% and you are gone. You are history. So what this guy is saying is absolutely false and have nothing to stand on. The only truth he said that Muslims are, yes, teach hate. Muslims are about hate, and Muslims, they hate the Christians, and they hate the Jews, and they hate the Shia. They hate everybody, the Muslims, by the way. I mean, name for me one kind of a human being Muslims don't hate. Name for me any follower of any religion they don't hate. It's impossible, but this is always based in the Quran. This is not based on the cleric. You know, did he ask himself, those cleric he is talking about, they got their source from where? And why 95 or 97% of the Muslims take their lead? Because they are saying the truth. It is Islam who teach the hate. As an example here, this is chapter 4, verse number 89. The Quran teaching the Muslims that the kuffar, they wish that you became a kafir from them, and they wish that you will take them as a friend. Don't ever friendship with them, and if they don't accept to join Islam, take them and kill them. This is the Quran. Somebody want to take you as a friend. You see, we are not talking about someone he want to fight you, someone want to kill you. Someone he don't believe in Islam, but he want to take you as a friend. If they don't accept to flee with you, which means to immigrate to establish the Islamic army, if they don't accept Islam, you know, then take them and kill them. For what? Like what they did exactly? Nothing, just because they don't want to believe in Islam. Those people, they want you to be their friends. You see it with me? They want to be your friends. They don't want to be your enemy. So what the problem of Muhammad? The problem of Muhammad, he hate that. This is not good news for Muhammad. He don't want you to friend them. So Islam teach that the one who want to take you as a friend, size him and kill him. And by the way, I'm not reading my translation. This is your Muslim translation, which is absolutely shish kebab. The Arabic is more ugly than what they say to you in English. You can change to any translation you want. I don't agree with any of them. However, even their translation is enough to expose how filthy this cult is. What kind of religion says that the one who want to take you as a friend, don't take him as a friend? Don't take them as a friend until they immigrate with them, immigrate with you. For what? To join the Muslim army. And if they don't flee with you, don't agree to join Islam, well, you know what? When you get the chance, attack them, size them, and kill them all, wherever you find them. And don't ever take them as a friends or as helpers. This is not my statement. I think the words is so clear, and I'm reading Islamic translation, not a Christian translation, not a Christian interpretation. You do not need to be genius to see it. Now, for the same, like in the same time, we can go to different verses. There's a chapter 3, verse 28, where it says, "Don't take a Christians or a Jews as a friend." However, it says in the same time that if you want, if you have to, if you need to, well, you can take them as a friends, but to protect yourself from them, which is called taqiyya, and we made many videos about it. You can take them as a friend, but as long your heart dislike this. And I'm sure all of you watch those videos we made before about this story. And you know, he said in the video, some Muslims might say, well, the Christians, they hate us too, so we should hate them. The fact that Christians don't hate anyone, you know, our Lord the Messiah, he said, love your enemy. Who in the world, he said, love your enemy? Find me one. Go to United Nations, who they claim the highest authority of a human right. You will not find a sentence like Jesus' sentence. Love your enemy, pray for those who curse you, bless them. That is the words of Jesus. We don't hate the Muslims. But in fact, the one who speak about hate and promote hate according to the Quran is, let me switch to Arabic, is Allah. Not only in that verse we showed you, there is tons of verses. I'm not going to talk now about just killing. Like, what about hate? As long as he's talking about hate, you know, let us talk about hate. Chapter 5 verse number 14, Allah saying clearly, don't take Christians or Jews as a friends, and if you take them as a friend, you became one of them, which means you became out of Islam. That is the teaching of Islam. So what this guy is talking about? What he's talking about? Allah will spread hate between the Christians. He target the Christians specifically, and he say clearly here, as you see, those Christians, we are going to string them with hate and enmity. So even if a Muslim wanna ask me why, I quote, you hate me, and for sure we don't hate them, I say to you Muslims, well, according to your religion, according to the book of Satan, the Quran, Allah will spread hate in my heart and the heart of every Christian. So even if there is someone, he is a Christian, he hate you as you claim, you should go and find the source of hate in the Quran, because as you see, the hate in the heart of the Christians, the source of it is coming from Allah, if it exists. Even the hate in the heart of the Christians, according to the Quran, is coming from Allah. What about the hate in the heart of the Muslims? It's coming from Allah. That is Islam. That is the religion of Islam. And you can find in the same, by the way, the same chapter 551, where the Quran says it clearly, take not the Christians and Jews as a friends. Why? What the problem? If you cannot take me as a friend, what does that mean? It's mean I am your enemy. The Muslim, they might say to you, oh, this is talk about those who they are in war with you. This is a big fat lie. Those, they want to take you as a friend, they are in war with you. What are you talking about? As I showed you in the verse before it, that those people, they want to take the Muslims as a friend. But Muhammad, he says, no, they are kuffar, we should not take them as a friend, and when we get a chance, if they refuse to join us, we should attack them and kill them all and slay them. But they want to take you as a friend. So when this Muslim cleric is speaking about the source of hate, and he claimed that this is coming from the teaching of some clerics, that's an absolute lie. Actually, Muhammad, he said it clearly, and you know, we mentioned those before, but for those who did not know, you know, there is tons of source says it clearly that the best of you Muslims, who is the best Muslim? The Quran says, وَكُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ. You were the best nation been given to mankind. Who is the best nation? Why Muslims are the best nation according to Islamic scholars, and according to Muhammad, according to the highest authority, the companion of Muhammad? The Muslims are the best of the people in the world. Why? Because they attack others and they bring them in the chains in their necks, as you see in the front of your eyes. This is why Muslims, the best Muslim is the one who attack his Christian neighbor and put a chain in his neck and bring him to Islam, force him to Islam. You know, when they attack a Christian nation, they occupy it. Like when ISIS, they enter the city of Raqqa, they gather all the Christians and they say to them, you have one of two choices: either you convert to Islam right now, or you will live like a pig in our town. You pay jizya with humiliation, and you have no rights, which means if a Muslim he spit in your face, he have the right to do it. A Muslim he will say to you, Christians, they were protected in our land. This is a big fat lie. This is a big fat lie. Christians in the Middle East, they pay from their blood, from their life, from their money, from their sweat, from their work. The farmer he pay, the worker he pay, every person he have to pay to survive and to keep his family alive every month. The Muslim, they will say to you that the jizya is the same as a tax. This is a big fat lie. If you go in the Quran, it says that يدفعون الجزية عن يد وهم صاغرون. It is not a tax. This is a jizya, which is a penalty with humiliation. As you see here in chapter 9 verse number 29. So the Muslim duty, if you go to Ibn Kathir, you can go to Ibn Kathir and he will say that the jizya is a sign of disgrace and humility, for they refuse to embrace Islam. So the Prophet he ordered by Allah to treat them in disgrace and make them subdued and humiliate them and etc. So this is the duty of the Muslims, and this is in the Quran, as you see here, and feel themselves subdued. Actually here the translation is very false. You know, it says with willing submission and feel themselves subdued. That is not really inaccurate. وَيَدْفَعُونَ الْجِزْيَ عَنْ يَدٍ وَهُمْ صَاغِرُونَ, which mean you pay it as a dog. You creep in your belly when you come to me to pay it. You don't just pay it and go. We have the right to spit in your face. We have the right to humiliate you. We have the right to do anything we want to you. This is why if you go and read the Pact of Umar, you will see that a Muslim, he can knock at the door of any Christian house, and he have the right to stay in your house for free, 3 days 3 nights. Imagine a person you do not know, he knock at your door and you have to open the door for him, and he have to sleep over in your house 3 days 3 nights for free, and you cannot question him to leave. And you have your daughters or your wife inside the house, and he is a stranger just going around, and who knows, maybe he tried to rape your wife too. What you can do? If you kill him, they will kill all your family. So when this Muslim he is trying to say what he is saying, he is absolutely untruthful, and Islam is nothing but a disgusting cult. It is the roots of hate. You wanna fight war and the earth have peace? The only way is the destruction of this religion, and the destruction of this religion is not by war, is by spreading the true teaching about this religion and convincing Muslims to leave Islam. Otherwise, every Muslim is a walking bomb in the street, as this guy said. This is the only truth he said, that we Muslims are a bomb, are living bombs. But Muslims today, they are suffering from their own bombs, because those bombs are exploding in their own face. Look at Syria, look at Libya, look at Egypt, look at Indonesia, look at Malaysia. Wherever Muslims go, wherever they go, blood go with them. This is a cult which is a duty for every human being to fight, otherwise it's going to affect your life. And those walking bombs between you, they are going to be brought to your country by your left leaders in the West. So welcome them and prepare for what is coming. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And don't forget, please, for those who like to support us, very few of you is helping us in donation. Maybe look like I need to mention it each time I make a video, so those who don't notice that we need your help, they will help. This is how you can go to the donation site. And don't forget, please, to mention to your friends that in case they want to educate themselves about Islam, I have my books, which can be found in Amazon. We have The Deception of Allah, which is a very great book for those who want to learn, and we have the Quran and Science in Depth, which is very good book to refute the Muslims' claims about science in the Quran, or the miracles of the Quran as science. And for sure we have a book which is in French. It's called Le Secret du Prophète Arabe. You can find it in Amazon too, for those who speak French. And we would like to see you guys helping us to spread the truth, and the truth will set you free. With this, I say God bless. Christ is Lord. Thank you.